Part 7, Persecuted IJ, Dr. Kemi Lawrence. In Part 7, I want you to listen carefully about how they can use social media to destroy everything you've worked for. Like I said, I lost HN Africa, a $5 million news platform. I worked very hard to build it. It was through HN Africa that this case happened. And what happened here now is, who sent the news tip? We wanted to know who exactly sent the news tip. But the Nigerian police guys basically told the prosecutor that no one sent me anything, and I wrote it myself and sent it to myself with a fake account. In other words, I had my own account, and then I had a fake account that I used to send it to myself. And I'm like, I don't use fake accounts. All my accounts are Kemi lawyer. It was sent to me by someone. They didn't believe it. Once they saw that I was contesting it, each time they brought me to the courthouse, they'll put us in a cell called a holding cell before the judge calls us. And in that cell, they'll come to me and they'll tell me, Justin and David, the IPOs, Kemi, just confess today. Just say that you wrote it, you sent it to yourself. The pastor will let you go. I was like, why would I say that? I didn't write it and I didn't send it to myself. It was sent to me by someone. And I was having a discussion with that person about sending me court papers so I can verify. As soon as I was arrested and it was all over the news, that someone in the DM stopped talking to me. You see, life, they were not there anymore. They kept quiet. But I was going to defend myself because I did not write or send it to myself. Instagram can verify that. So the judge told them to request things from Instagram. Instagram wrote a letter from California. At that time, they were under Facebook. So it was the Facebook legal department wrote a letter that this account is a fake account because it sent the message to Kemi's account with a Nigerian number, a different number. Instagram is a phone app. I'm reading the letter to you like from my head. I remember everything. Instagram is a phone app and everyone needs a phone to open it. When they now saw the number was a Nigerian number, they wrote it in the letter. And they wanted to find out who sent it. Remember, my phone was still with the police. So the police went in the DM and they deleted a message to further prove that Kemi sent it to herself. They deleted it, it was not there. Before they deleted it, the phone was with them. Remember, they seized it. In the prison, you can make calls at 2 o'clock to 4 every day, 2 hours. They bring the phones to you, you pay, you make your call to your lawyer, your family, your children. Phone time in the prison. So during my phone time, and I had a chance to call my son, Rich KJT, I contacted my son at home and told him to call a specific police officer that we worked with when we were volunteers in Toronto Police in Canada. I told my son to call that Canadian officer and tell him to contact Facebook's legal department for me. And I told my son exactly what to do. When my lawyer got my phone back and he couldn't print the message, it was now like, where is it? So the police are right. Nothing was sent to you. You made it up yourself. At the end of the day, when my son called that police officer, the police officer made a call to Instagram because we were working with the social media department at Toronto Police. So the social media department of Instagram, hearing that this is a journalist in Nigeria, she's been locked up, they're holding her, they said she sent it. Anyway, that officer did everything. And Instagram went and took that message and returned it into my DM. Do you know that when you delete something in your DM on Instagram, it's not deleted, it's gone on your side, but it's in this server. No matter how much you delete stuff, it's in their server. So for law enforcement purposes, a journalist is locked up all the way in Africa. Instagram found that message and then put it in my DM back. When they put it back in my DM, they now changed the password of my account. Then I gave the new password to the Canadian police officer who was acting on my behalf. That officer, I won't mention his name throughout, that officer now sent KJ, my son, the new password. And KJ gave it to me on the phone when I called the house another 2 days later from prison during phone time. I now gave that password to my lawyer, and my lawyer logged in my account when he got the phone. Because what happened was that the Nigerian police could not get in my account anymore. Instagram logged them out. You have been logged out. They don't know what happened. So by Instagram logging them out, they couldn't do anything in that account anymore. So when they handed over the phone to my lawyer wanted to print the, message. He now logged in and saw the message there and printed it out. Do you see the kind of stuff Nigerian police does? This is the same way they plant drugs in your car, plant drugs in your house, and they frame you. They went to delete an Instagram message that was very necessary for me to get out of that prison. So we had it and we printed it and we showed it to the judge. The federal judge said, I cannot keep, he just snapped, Judge Oshoma, I cannot keep coming to court and the actress Iyabo Ojo doesn't show up here. I'm going to dismiss this case. I have a letter here from Facebook's legal department saying that this was a Nigerian number that sent it to her. A Nigerian number. Instagram further said that they used a company in Sweden to know who owns that number. It was when they gave it to Truecaller Sweden. Truecaller now had on their own letterhead, phone belongs to Iyabo Ojo Pinky's group. So Iyabo Ojo sent me this stuff to get me into trouble. What is this? I could not make it out. I could not figure out what had happened. Listen carefully. You have to be intelligent because this can happen to you. Why would Iyabo just send me the news tip to bash her and a pastor? What is the essence of that? I wasn't bashing her. I wanted to know whether that car was for real. I wanted car papers and the person kept quiet and didn't do anything anymore. Why was it her sending me? Why is our NGO number sending me that? If you remember when I came out of prison, me and Iyabo fought for 6 months. Back and forth, abusing each other, everything. I'd already come out of prison. I wasn't letting her go. We were fighting a blind fight. We didn't know. We were fighting a blind fight. It wasn't Iyabo that sent me the message. The 8-page letter was sent by Iyabo's PA, Beminiye Adegbola. Beminiye Adegbola was on the run from Iyabo for stealing her money. Iyabo went to Kwanti and filed a complaint with Dolapo Badmus and everybody else there on the money missing from her NGO. So while that was going on, Beminiye wanted to finish Iyabo off. She took a letter from another actress and sent it to the journalist to call her out. What they didn't know was that if you're sending that kind of letter that's sensitive with the pastor's name, a car missing, church money missing, I would investigate it. I just don't put somebody out like that. This is the part where Nigerians did not know. And they kept saying, oh, why didn't you verify the letter before you posted it? It's not about verifying the letter. You're allowed to put stuff out with non-affirmative words. In journalism, allegedly, allegations, all that. And I was trying to investigate it. They did not want me investigating it. They told me to take it down. And when I didn't take it down, they arrested me. So there was a big element of shame, fear, I don't know. But it was Iyabo's phone number that sent it to me. Now we understood why her phone number sent it to me. Her PA was the one that carried that number. Iyabo never carried that phone. It was her PA on the run that carried it. Who revealed that information to me? The person that literally solved the case after I came out of prison. Vivian Mechi, an old school actress from Nollywood. And what I will tell you on part 7 will shock you about the 2-hour conversation I made with Vivian Mechi. She called me at 4 o'clock in the morning and we spoke till 6. It's shocking.